Last spring, I set out a dog feeder puzzle toy full of kibbled cat food for my local crows. The objective was twofold: to test crow ingenuity, while at the same time discouraging European starlings, who are an invasive species but also love the cat food. Unfortunately, the plan didn't go well. The starlings were bold and clever, while the crows were very unhappy. I put the puzzle toy away in the attic. Recently, though, I was inspired by another YouTube creator to try some different approaches with the crows. On a channel called Hooded Crows Only, the creator constructs homemade puzzles for their local crows, and they go over well. So I decided to try using the containers from the dog puzzle feeder on their own. I laid a couple of them on their sides on the backyard picnic table. The cylinders have 2 openings on the top and 2 others on the sides that the pole threads through. So just nudging them a little will spill kitty kibble everywhere, as long as they are full enough. The crows figured this out right away. Unfortunately, my camera got a lot of false triggers at the picnic table, mostly caused by the shadows of tree branches blowing in the wind. I'd end up with an SD card with about 2,000 pictures of nothing, and maybe 25 photos of an actual animal. I figured I might get fewer false positives at a concrete apron elsewhere in the yard, so I moved the cylinders and Stella Starling Bane over there. I spilled a little bit of kibble to make sure the crows got the hint. They did. I did get plenty of shots of squirrels too, since they forage here, but there were fewer false positives, so that was good. Notice anything else? No starlings! Not yet, anyway. Seeing improvement with the camera situation, I went ahead and enabled video. The crows went for the spilled kibble first, of course. But once that's cleaned up, they have to get more, so... So far, so good. As you can see, they soon mastered the rock and roll technique. Now they are learning to drag the cylinders from the handles. Dang squirrel! This crow tries to release kibble by nudging a cylinder from the end, or the bottom, depending on your perspective. This pushes kibble to the front, where the 2 main openings are. Hey, cut that out! Here we see a crow feeding at each cylinder, but the dominant crow decides to see if the other crow has tastier snacks. The dominant crow reinforces the hierarchy. Ah, the enchanting song of the common car. So these crows have basically traded places. I hope the dominant one is happy. I think this may be a family unit. Mom, Dad, and a juvenile, maybe born just last summer. Make that 2 juveniles, possibly. Actually, I think this is a family of 5 I observed on the rooftop last summer. Occasionally, a 5th crow will poke his beak into the frame here. You can see the crows doing a lot of milling about and looking around. In fact, most of the footage from the concrete apron just showed crows milling about and looking around. I've cut together the best parts of all that footage into this video for you. I think the cooing crow is a juvenile or a female asking to be fed. Geez, Dad really needs his coffee. Get it? Coffee? I'm so sorry. You know, Dad, there's a Starbucks less than half a mile away. As the crow flies. Okay, good. Now the mom and kid can take a whack at the cylinder. Have they learned anything from Dad? Well, maybe. The other cylinder is easier to deal with for some reason. And they finally figured out that 1 crow per cylinder is more efficient. Whoops, who's this? My guess it's another juvenile. That may have been a little sibling rivalry right there. This crow's not messing around. I see something white on this crow's head. Makes me wonder if crows can poop on other crows in the roost overnight. If I'd been pooped on, I wouldn't have much patience for a puzzle either. Well, I'd say these crows have definitely graduated from crow kindergarten. Curious to know what first grade will be like? Check out my next video to see. As always, everyone, thank you for birdwatching.